Welcome to lesson 40. This is 40A arguments. We're going to talk about the argument of the function and the argument of a logarithm. So, what is an argument? It's not that thing that you have with your little sister over who's going to do what first, when, where, and how. Or the one you have with your mom about going to somebody's house when you're not, when you're grounded and you're not allowed to. An argument is basically the statement of a case. It is the whole point that you're trying to express. So an argument of the function, if I were to have, let's say, my pen will work, f of x, x would be the argument of this function. It's the point. It's the thing that we're talking about. F of x plus 2 would be the argument. So when it comes to arguments of the function, the argument of the function is going to be the thing inside the parenthesis with the function name. Okay. All right. So the argument of a logarithm, let's discuss what that is. That's basically the same thing. The argument of the logarithm is what is represented in the logarithm, or what is being explained, or the case that's being stated. So for instance, we have y is equal to the log of x. X is the argument of this logarithm. Y is equal to the log of x plus 2. X plus 2 is the argument of this logarithm. Y is equal to the log of 13. 13 is the argument of the logarithm. So what you're looking for is the variable component for each of these. The variable component, the thing that differs from the standard format, that is going to be the argument of your function or logarithm. Okay, so look for what's in parenthesis, or what is the variation between the formats, or between the different expressions or equations. So let's look at one more, or let's not necessarily one more, but a variety. Here we have y is equal to the sine of x. F of x is equal to the cosine of 2x minus pi. And g of theta is equal to the tan of theta over 4 minus 30 degrees. Kind of running out of room here. Let me scooch over. There we go. If the argument consists of more than a single item, it's customary to enclose the argument in parentheses to avoid confusion. So in the first one, the argument is x. It's the variable. It's the thing that is varying. In f of x, the argument is 2x minus pi, because that is the thing that is varying here in this whole equation. And then in g of theta, the argument is theta over 4 minus 30 degrees, because it is the thing that is being replaced with the theta value. All right, so it is the variable. So an argument is very similar to a variable, except that it can be reflected in an expression and not a single term. The whole expression itself can be the variable, in which case we call it an argument. All right, if you're not thoroughly confused, then we'll move on to 40B. We have no practice problems for 40A, or not practice problems, example problems for 40A. So I'll see you in 40B.